Okay, welcome guys to the next Blender tutorial. So, today we are going to be making a spray bottle. So, before we start, I'm going to switch out from Eevee to Cycles in the render engine and get rid of this default cube. The lighting can stay and the camera can stay, but we're going to start off with a circle. And let's go to edit mode. We can press F for fill. And let's go ahead and press E for extrude, scale it outwards, E for extrude, and then we're going to go straight up, E for extrude, until we get to roughly about here. And then we're going to go E for extrude, scale in, E for extrude, scale in, E for extrude, and we're going to scale in again on this side. So then we're going to go E for extrude again and just bring it straight up. So this is the first bit of the bottle. And what we're going to want to do with this is we can go E for extrude and just kind of make it a middle for it in sense. So let's go with A. E for extrude there. Scale inwards. So it's got that nice little buffer zone. I'm just going to scale inwards again. Scale up. So we've got a nice little bottle right there going on. Let's shade smooth. Add. And we'll go with the cylinder. We'll go G, bring it up. Scale it so that it's around the edge. Scale it down as well. And press G. So you can shade this if you want to. You can smooth this if you want to. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to in this project. So the next thing that I want to do is make the spray bottle nozzle itself. So let's go ahead and add. We can actually, let's see. We can go ahead and take this actually and then go edit. Take this top face. E for extrude. Scale it in slightly. E for extrude, leave it where it is. Scale it in. And then E for extrude, we can go up. Sorry, 1 second, let me just back that up. Let's scale this out. E for extrude, go up. And then we can go E for extrude, scale it in again. And then E for extrude, don't move it, scale it in. And then we can have the little nozzle at the top right here. So if you go extrude again, scale in. And then just kind of elongate it. And then G, go down a little bit. And then we're going to take these faces right here, just up at the side. Just missed that one out. Oops. Come on. Let's get that face right there. We could go E for extrude again and just kind of like scale it in. There's a little buffer zone. So that's the top of the spray cap. And then we can go and make these two sideways. Go ahead and select these ones. Go S to scale. And then we can go E for extrude and bring it back a little bit. So this is where the spray nozzle's coming out kind of thing. We can go ahead and add new. The main material is probably going to be white, so let's go ahead and add a new one, and we can change this one to black for the spray nozzle. Click assign, and then we've got this. So we can shade this one smooth. Should look something like this. Take this bottom one right here that we've just made, and let's go new. Switch out Principled BSDF to glass emission. And you should have something like this, little spray bottle. Let's go with a plane, just to border this off a little bit so we can see what's going on. Change the IOR. To a little bit lower, just as such. And then you can kind of rough it up because it's plastic. And then if you want a label on this as well, you can put one here. Let's go for the label. Let's go edit mode. You can go ahead and place one just here. So let's go with these vertices right here. You could like put a small label or something. Let's go plus, new. Just gonna add this on the side and click assign right there. Come on, object mode. There we go. So now we have this nice little spray bottle. You could put a liquid inside of it if you wanted to, and also we're forgetting the cap. So let's go add, and then we'll go to our cylinder. Press G to bring it up, don't press H. I'm going to go ahead and scale this just over the top so that it sits and it fits. Let's shade that smooth, and then let's get that same kind of plastic look as well, just over the top. So now we've got this nice little cap going on, and then we've got this. But what I'm going to do, let's take this cap for 1 second. I'm just going to remove the face underneath. Let's go delete with that one. And then we can go A, E for extrude, scale it inwards. And then we can place that back on, just as such. So yeah, little spray bottle, maybe glasses cleaner, something like that. Totally up to you what you use it for. Yeah, that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys liked and subscribed. Please do. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.